going to take this starter out of a Ford 800 series tractor. This will apply to a lot of your tractors no matter what make. Specifically the Ford 600 series, Jubilee I believe, 2000, 3000, 4000. They're practically identical, and it doesn't matter what transmission or engine, if it's diesel, gas, 134 CI or 172, it's going to be the same. So with every starter, you're going to have a cable going to it, and that's what gives it the positive power. And that goes into here. It's a 1/2 inch. I already took it off. And there's your solenoid. So if you just follow the large wire coming from your battery to your solenoid, and then the wire to that, you can find your starter. If you're not familiar with machines. Next, you will have 3 bolts for this. It's in the 1/2 inch, and you will screw all of them loose, break them all loose first, that way you can turn them off. And I'd recommend switching over to a ratchet. They come off much faster. You'll want to take this one out all the way and this one out all the way. And then when you get to this one, you're going to hold this up and screw that out, or use a wrench or ratchet and screw that out. That's the quickest way, because if you take these bolts out and leave the lower one, or vice versa with this one, they're harder to get to and it just take longer. So I'm going to go ahead and screw all these out, and I'll pull it out, see what's in it. I don't have a camera holder, so I don't think I'll be able to video it while I do it. Once you have all the bolts out, for mine, I need to take the oil filter off. So I'm going to turn this oil filter off. It's on there pretty good. Yours is. It's an old one, it needs to be replaced. You can even stick a screwdriver through it for more leverage if you need to. Dripping a little bit of oil down there, but I'm going to clean that up. Okay, so now we can slide the starter off. Just be gentle with it, not to damage anything. And here it is. If you're buying one, I'm going to look for one that looks like this, and I'll try to get some numbers off of it. You can hear the sounds okay. I can hear some noises that indicates, yeah, it's no good. I can hear the sounds like it's collapsed on itself. I don't see any marks on it. But you can choose either rebuild your starter if it's in good shape, which means putting new brushes in it and all that stuff, or you can just buy another one. They're probably for around $70 on the right website. I'll post another video on how to install it, but it's the same way. You just slide it in gently and make sure it's the correct one. You'll want to count the teeth on yours, or make sure the teeth size is the same as your flywheel. That way it engages correctly, and you can move on from there. Now when you're diagnosing, checking your starter if it's bad, you'll want to check your voltage on your starter. So you can put your voltmeter on here and make sure it's getting enough volts when you turn that key to the start position, starting it. When you want the engine to start, turn that, and have someone put the voltmeter on here and check if it has enough voltage going to it. If it is, you can try tapping on it with a piece of wood or a rubber hammer, and that will help you. Whenever I tapped on mine started to work a little bit, but it was burning up. It just wasn't taking the electricity. It was burning up. You could see smoke. so it needs to be replaced. So with your new starter, just be gentle with it. Don't let it run for so long. Probably 30 seconds is the longest you want it to turn over. Don't let it overheat because it tears these up. If anyone does that to these, especially an older one, it'll kill it really quick. I'm surprised this one even worked because this tractor was 3 feet in the ground. So this was all covered. You can see how dirty it is. So I'll post another video soon on how to install the new one once mine comes in. Make sure to cover this spot right here with a tarp. If yours is out in the rain like mine, you just don't want to get anything dirty.